What up, man? We back at it. You dig what I'm trying to tell you, man? Mr. IWN, man. Industry-wide News Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, we got to talk about it because they still talking about it. And we need to really kind of like put this thing to bed, man. You dig what I'm saying? Because as new reports come out that everybody is apologizing now and saying that, Big Meech ain't a rat and, just saying the paperwork is funny because, how, Big Meech kind of like sacrificed Cuffy, you know what I'm saying, and this and that and this and that. But we all know that the paperwork stands as is, and she testified that didn't have nothing to do with him. And Cuffy kind of like ran himself into a situation himself with her, with Tammy, so to speak. And it's kind of easy to blame somebody else and do what you want to do. And it's easy to just go with the narrative and do what everybody else saying. But when you really got to look at it, you know what I'm saying, it kind of look like it's funny or whatever. But at the same time, if he had any involvement with anything, the Meech wouldn't be out. Meech would still be in jail right now. Meech would still be working because you couldn't just do that with Tammy and then get out. They wouldn't stop. You wouldn't stop working. You'll still be working right now. So the job don't stop just at those two. And people just finding out that Cuffy didn't go to jail for drugs. He went to jail for two officers that he supposed to shot or whatever, and they say that they dropped those two charges for some gun charges or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he's doing 27 years for. So it ain't even got nothing to do with Meech. And it ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but he feels as if it does because of the girl. But the girl went bad and blew the whole case just by sleeping with Cromer, the officer. See, sometimes you got to understand that we all got to look at, we want to go with everything everybody else saying. And you can't do that. This is the deal. Whether they did it or not, whether he knew or not, he didn't get charged for it. He didn't get put in nothing. The officer really made the whole thing up to make it look like Meech knew, but he didn't. So, I'm sorry to the world that people just want to run with the narrative, but sometimes we got to just read between the lines because you wouldn't want nobody to just put nothing like that on you. That's nasty work, as they say. And, they say that Fifth ain't gonna do no more business with him or whatever gonna be or do business with his brother. But even with that, that's his brother. That ain't cool. Don't do no business with his brother. Don't do that. They family no matter what. You're not. We can't come between people's family. We can't play on it like that for $1. We can't do that. And we all people in the world got to start realizing that too as well. Stop doing things for money. Because all money ain't good money. They just, everybody apologizing now. Well, that's how it be when everybody jump on the train. Sometimes, that's why they always say, mind the business that pays you. Because at the end of the day, ain't none of this your business. Don't none of this matter. Mind the business that pays you. Yeah, man. Let Meech go ahead on and do everything and live. And everybody else do their thing and live. Keep being creative. Keep doing what you were doing before you got the story. Before you came across all this, keep getting your money. If you was being creative before this came along, this shouldn't even mean that. You should keep moving. Should not even be nothing said. We shouldn't be even wasting no energy passing around paperwork. Ain't nobody no judge. This is not person's personal paperwork from time they did shouldn't be nothing involved in nothing that we doing in the industry, because somebody personal paperwork don't have nothing to do with nothing. Can't nobody get paid off that. Yeah, you might get paid off this stuff for your YouTube channel, but you need this stuff just to get paid, because it's showing that your creativity is at an all-time low, because you have nothing else to talk about but some man's personal situation that nobody was involved in but him. And because one man had a chance to benefit off another man's life story, now you're going to tarnish the story, and all this behind some people that taking pictures with people and doing this, and because you don't like these people and this, then we got to stop this, people. We got to stop this. This is in real life. We got to stop this. This just not in, as we can see, people's creativity is at an all-time low, because we are arguing about who's snitching, and we are making a big deal out of a past drug dealer's lifestyle and his personal situation that nobody has a point of, and nobody has a point of. Why are we discussing this? We have to open our mind and be more creative on YouTube, people. We have to open our mind and be more creative on YouTube. This is not the way. This is showing that there's a lack of content. There's a lack of creativity, because we're taking somebody's personal situation and making a big deal out of it, because what is there else to talk about? There's nobody doing nothing for you to talk about. So this is the biggest thing. A guy getting out of jail, him and his brother, and they went through something. Y'all taking their life story, and everybody's trying to capitalize off of it, because no one has any other creativity to talk about is besides their personal life story. If I'm lying, y'all tell me I'm lying. Okay? I can accept that. But be real. What else is it on the internet interesting right now than these folks talking about Big Meech and his brother and their life story, and whether Big Meech knew or whether Big Meech told, or how fun the paperwork is? Tell me, what else other creativity are we paying attention to? And it's a lot of stuff on YouTube, but what are we really paying attention to this Big Meech situation, right? And a lot of people have made a lot of money off this thing, because a lot of people been talking, but now a lot of people got to apologize and eat their words. But instead of eating their words, everybody still want to try to go back and say that, oh, yeah, you can't call him a rat, but it's fishy, it looks this, because you know why? Nobody wants to admit that they was wrong. Nobody wants to admit that they was wrong. This was just a moment. This was just something to talk about. Now let's move on. It's no more to talk about. There's no rat allegation. There's no third parties, nothing. I'm sorry. We can say state, federal, whatever you want to say. If he was a snitch, he would still be working right now. It wouldn't stop just with Tammy Cowan. They'll keep him working. And the people in the police would tell you that he was working. So they're saying that he never was working. He never had nothing to do with that. So people, just let it go. Let's move on, people. Let's get more creative on YouTube. Let's really get something to talk about, because this is not it. Especially trying to tear this black man down, and he just not coming home. And he trying to start over and not go back the way he came. You know? Let's get off it, people. That's just my take on it. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell for your notifications. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, man, this your boy Double. Hit me in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. But, hey, man, it's over. It's over. We got to find something else to talk about. Let's get creative, people. Let's get some new show. Let's get some new interviews. Let's talk about something. Y'all done wore it out. 24, in of 24, all the 24, y'all been talking about folks and talking about other men. Men, let's get this straight. in 25. Let's get this straight. We are not talking about no more men. Men ain't talking about no more men. We got to stop. Let's do something else, people. We got to get more creative. YouTube, don't let these folk hold no space for non-creativity and the lack of talking about people tearing people down just to keep this thing going. Because y'all make a lot of money off this. But we got to start being more creative, people. Let's open our minds, especially the black people. Let's open our minds. Stop this. This is played out. This is the cheat code. This was the easy way to make a couple $1,000s. And we all mastered the craft and done so. But we got to do something else now. This is old now. What's the gimmick now? What's the new wave? What's the new gimmick? That's what I'm asking. What is the new gimmick now? What is the new wave? We done did Clubhouse. We done argued on the phone all day for hours, knowing you're not going to go kill nobody, slap nobody for real. That was the whole trick. I hope that everybody peeped that. If you didn't, then you slow. But now what's the new wave? What are we going to do now? Y'all tell me. Hit me in the comments and let me know. It's your boy Dope. It's IWN TV. You dig.